arise, how different things will be from what you've seen so far at the installations?
I mean, as far as the installation plays come, obviously there's some ads, some things taken out. I think you just get an overall feel that maybe the game's going to just be called a little different. Differently there. But, yeah, I can't give away too much. I mean, it's first day, guys. Like, come on now. Yeah, but
it's
no,
not
it is
that
some
much different
changes.
than
No,
it's
I
been.
mean, it's not like we've done thrown away our playbook and tried to start over or anything like that. And I mean, obviously we've had some success. So there is good there. So obviously we had to take that and just really detailed the hell out of just everything that we're doing. Plays that we've already had, new plays in, just understanding the purpose and just make sure everybody knows the why and what their purpose is in their play and in their role. So just detailing it all, I think, is going to make us play faster and be better.
What's it like that mic in your ear hearing these practices calling the plays now?
Yeah, it's different. I tell you, you hear that accent a little bit more when you calling these plays. I called one out there today. I'm like, look back, like, oh, is that the right? And it was. Just his accent was tough to hear, but no, it's been fun. Being able to just work with him in that light, you know what I mean, and every day hands-on. It's exciting. It's refreshing, and I know he's enjoying it, getting back into football, head first into the film, and just what we're doing. So it's exciting for
How
sure.
much more time are you spending with him? And because he talked about
No, nothing illegal. Yeah, nothing illegal. No, we're all within the books.
Well,
We follow.
I mean,
the rules.
compared to your first 3 years of him being here, I mean, how much more time are you and him communicating? Than
I mean, yeah, a ton. I mean, just in the simple fact that he's the play caller now. So
Right.
just being able to understand and being in the same wavelength and understanding why he's calling the play, what's the purpose of that play, and what he expects out of that, and just making sure that we're on the same accord there. And it has to be that constant communication. As we just said, as he just broke and we said, you know what, go look at everything we put in, make sure that we're running the things that you like and the things that we're good at. And if it's something that, right, you're just a little iffy about it, let's get it out. Let's master what we're great at. So just having that clear communication and being able to work with him day in and day out, as I said, it's new, it's refreshing, and it's fun for both of us.
You find yourself calling him at night or just while
No,
you're here?
no,
not
nah,
at
I'm
night.
good on that one. I see him enough.
He mentioned purpose. You mentioned purpose. What's the big deal about knowing the purpose of a particular play?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the details and just the accountability and discipline within the play that all 11 guys have to have, understanding their role and understanding, hey, if they're a clear out or if they're really just eating up a window or eating up a guy to open up that space, and for that guy to understand to not kill his window, right, and to open it up and I mean, it's some things I guess some of these young guys may have not have heard, and you see it clicking, you see it understanding just early on. Some of these plays have it's just been good, and you can see it and you can feel it and you understand that everybody is locked in. Everybody is buying into the purpose of it and the purpose of their role, which overall allows us to play faster and play cleaner.
What do you want when the play's called in and you get that little extra time before it shuts off? Do you want him to throw reminders out there, or do you like a guy just, hey, call the play and leave me alone?
Yeah, no, leave me alone. One is because the time that we've spent throughout the week. I mean, he shouldn't have to give me a reminder, and I would think he would say the same, is because we're going to be talking all week long about the communication, about the play, what its purpose is, the situation of the game, down and distance. So therefore, when that play is called, that conversation should have been held a couple of days ago. That I know what he's thinking, why it's called, where we are, in particular with that situation, and how to execute it.
How will the changes help you make faster decisions, be more efficient as a quarterback?
Yeah, I think just guys being detailed, guys being to their spot faster, cleaner, which allows when that play's not there, which allows us then to go and scramble and to create a play. You know what I mean? That just allows when the first read and the second read aren't there for everybody to be on the same page for that scramble drill, that third. And just in this first couple of days, guys are flying off the ball, and I think that's the biggest difference. And so, as more that we can get that, the better we're going to be.
You hit MG on a couple of passes consecutively late in the 7-on-7 period. How different is it with him this year compared to where you guys left off at the end of last season?
I mean, the guy was coming off of an injury last year. I think everybody understands that, and just for him to get into this offseason, get his body right, and then now just starting to come back into who Michael Gallup is and feel himself. And I think what you just saw is a couple of plays right there of doing that consecutively. But that's a guy that I've got a lot of trust in. I know who he is, and more importantly, how he works and comes to work each and every day to get better. That he's getting his feet under him, and he's going to be better.
Mike told us early in the offseason that you guys went over every interception last 3 years. What did you learn, and how does this offense help you, or what they're doing help?
Yeah, he didn't quite say that the right way. That wasn't all that what happened. You know, I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't quite that. You know, but yeah, I just learned in the sense of really, it's really the things that we're cleaning up this offseason, and whether it been my decision making or the details within the play that ultimately my decision making fell fault too. So yeah, just being cleaner and understanding that, like, that's why I'm saying purpose. Is when you went back and you looked at that tape, you could see that guys weren't necessarily thinking what I was thinking, and we weren't on the same page. And maybe that clear out route didn't understand that he had to get out of there, and that was part of the interception. That when all 11 are on the same page and we understand why, the whole passing game is going to be cleaner. My decision making, my throws, these guys play making, them catching and run the ball, all of that's going to be cleaner.
When it comes to your tight end room, Dalton Schultz, obviously the part of the free agency, but when you came into the league, you came in with Jason Witten, and then you had another veteran, Dalton Schultz. Now you have a completely young group of tight ends when you talk about Schoonmaker joining Jake and Peyton. From a quarterback standpoint, what kind of added communication does that put on you to make sure that they're coming along with?
You know, it's fun as long as they listen. And honestly, that's what we have is young guys that listen, young guys that want to get better. If I'm throwing away from here and I hit anybody up, those two young guys are coming running. So I mean, I think that's huge. Just that they want to get better. They understand that they have to fill in that gap, I guess. You can say from a guy, Dalton, who had been here years, and we had years of working together, that they want to speed up that process, and that they're doing that this offseason. I can't be more thankful for it. And obviously, adding a guy with our second pick, expect big things from him. Obviously, he's got to get in here. He's got to learn the playbook, do everything the right way, and he's been doing that for the first week or so. So excited for all these young guys. They've just in this last week, they've picked it up mentally. Everything that's been thrown at them, they've been pretty sharp, and that's exciting.
What's the speed of the on-field work been like for you? It's noticeably slower in terms of more.
Yeah, it's tough. That's just what we're in now, right? CBAs and all that. More jog through walkthroughs. Got to make the most of it, though. I think that's where it comes an individual, pushing myself, making sure that with the drill work I'm doing, I'm not taking it for granted. I'm doing it with a purpose, doing it with the right intentions. And then just when you're out there on 11-on-11, understand that we can't be physically full speed, but my mind can. So to make sure that whether I'm checking it down or not, I'm just going through everything and making the most out of the practice regardless of the speed. Thank you, guys. Happy Memorial Weekend.
Locker room's open.